Got it. All right. Morning, everybody. Happy Christmas again. Happy Hanukkah and Christmas coming up. Our monthly Real Estate Live session. Thanks for joining us in person throughout the offices and on Zoom. Awesome session today. We have second time featuring Christina Griffin. We're going to have in a few minutes the director of KW Relocation nationwide, and we're going to hear some cool stuff from Christina. Last time it was the introduction of our program. Now she's going to dive deeper and we'll talk about some case studies. And the second half, I'm going to show you guys some cool, some good statistics and some very, very basic tools you can implement today to, for sure, increase your business and capture more leads and more business as well. So let's start. This session is recorded. If you missed it, you're going to watch it afterwards. Volunteer. Susie, go for it.
Don't fear big, fear waste, fear lack of living to your fullest. When you fear big, we either consciously or subconsciously work against it. Gary Keller.
Yeah. And Gary just posted that, I think, yesterday. So I showed that on my social media as well. So when you read it, right, or read through it, what does it mean to you? So you want to share some thoughts? No, you're good. Oh, it's fun next time.
Just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid. And you waste a lot of time in your life by being afraid of doing things that, that are actually probably not big.
Yeah. And it's also presenting the opposite of we're afraid of things that I cannot do it, it's too much, it's too big, it's I can't achieve it, versus be afraid of what's going to happen if you're not going to take any action, right? If you're not going to fulfill your potential, that should be scarier. And if you don't have that fear, so embrace that mindset, so you can be afraid of not doing enough of what you're destined to, right? So, and we're really good at, in our companies, in our communities, to support that mindset, to support one another in that kind of a mindset. Think big or think bigger, right, Jeffrey?
Yes.
Right there. There he is. Yeah, yes. All right. Up next, Christina Griffin. Kim, see if you can also spotlight Christina. Christina, happy holidays. Let's unmute you.
Yes. Hi, thank you for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hear it great. I love the background and the logo. That's awesome.
Thank you. I obviously don't roll out of bed looking like that photo, so I appreciate I appreciate you guys having me. So we didn't talk specifics on case studies, but I will definitely share some things that the agents can do and that they can implement into their business, and just some things that we are doing. I really appreciate you guys having me. My name is Christina Griffin. I run KW Relocation. I am the community leader. I'm also one of the leaders of our relocation department. I am a MAPS coach. And I also teach a 12-week class about dominating off-market listings. So a lot of people in Relo also they seem to gravitate towards my other course as well. I do run a large real estate team. I say I'm 6.5 level, so I'm only in it a few hours a week. And I just excited to be here. I personally have done over 5,000 transactions. Most of them were pre-foreclosures, shorts. I ran my prior company short sale division. I've done thousands of corporate owned and bank foreclosures, and I helped my prior company with the infrastructure around corporate relocation. So I call it big game hunting. I like to go after large opportunities to be able to create opportunities for agents. Kind of, I'd say the epitome of a rainmaker. I like to make it rain, and that's something I enjoy. So I'd say we'll dive in. I just want to share with you a little bit about what we're doing. I'm going to give you some resources. I'm also going to give you a playbook on another training that I do and I teach. I'm teaching that particular training live in just a few weeks, and I'll send it to your office. I have a bunch of webinars that are happening this month that you guys can plug into, whether it's you want to learn how to navigate the off-market opportunity or just grow your referrals and really set yourself up for success for 2023. We did launch the community in the mega camp phase. We are at about 600 members currently across the country. We also have a relocation department as well. The relocation department, my partners, Tammy and Liz, they've done a little over 10,000 corporate relocation referrals. So many of you may have, with your prior company, you may have worked a corporate relocation. You may have tried to work one since you've been with KW, but because you weren't aware of the relocation department and the fact that due to IRS guidelines, you have to work with a relocation director. That is something that we help and we navigate. So I would love to be able to share with you, first and foremost, for your particular business. And how long do I have? About 10 minutes? Is that okay? Or
15, 20 minutes, you're good.
okay, good. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to give you some action items before I dive into in general, what the community is. But I want to give you some action items on how you yourself do not have to lose corporate relocation referrals again. So first, I want to preface, in case you may be unaware of what those are. Corporate relocation are companies like Amazon. They work with Grable. Cardis is another big one. NEI. A lot of large corporations, they work with agents like ourselves because they are spending, and I'll give you some stats around that. Employee relocation services in 2022 has done over 14.1 billion in the US, and they do across the country. Employee relocation is up 1.2% in 2022. Now, I want you to imagine a company that spends $150,000 per employee, and they're called transferees, how much they must value that employee. So if a company like Amazon, they're going to spend 6 figures to locate that to help their employee go to a different part of the US or just help them find housing, that's a massive value. So they spend over $150,000 per transferee and over $350,000 when they relocate across the country. So the biggest buzz I'd say about corporate relocation is people, a lot of people talk about I don't want to pay a high referral fee. I want you to think about what you pay for your cold leads, what you pay for, maybe it's the ISA that is generating and converting your expireds or your Zillow leads. These are very different clients. These are normally executives. These are clients that, again, their company's investing a lot of time, money, and effort to relocate them. Now, I want to teach you, and I'm going to give you this document that has the training I'm going to teach at the end of the month and some other things that you may be able to plug into. Never lose a corporate relocation referral again. So regardless if you plug into our community or not, you have the ability to work with our department. So it could be maybe a Cardis a client, maybe someone goes into your open house and they say, well, I'm working with Cardis and I have to use their agent. That is not the case because we have a full functional IRS compliant relocation department. You just have to ask if they've received their relocation package. Do they know which relocation company they're utilizing? Have they heard from their relocation counselor yet? All you need to do is pass our relocation department's information to them and as much information as you can share. We are registered with all of the major relocation companies in the country. So there's over 50 of them we work with. Now, corporate relocation, right? referral fees. A lot of times, the referral fee to the corporate relocation company is between 38 and 48%. And our department does a flat 50-50. And the reason why we do that is we want you to always know what the number is. My prior company that I worked at that owns Cardis, the way that they handled it, and you guys with prior companies that you work with, they may have handled it the same way, is you pay the relocation company and then it's whatever split you take. And normally people on the relocation team have a lower split. So for us, it's just 50-50. There's instances we make 1%, sometimes it's 6 to 8%. And that's to fully manage it in a relocation director capacity. So you don't ever talk about any referral fees with a transferee. They don't need to know that they're being charged 46% by their relocation company. Now, the reason why the fees are so high is because the company spends a lot of time, money, and effort with this transferee. So it's a lot of hands-on and it helps pay for staff. I also do bank foreclosures in a high level. Most bank foreclosures, we get less than 1%. So it's because of all the staff and the structure and the infrastructure around it. So we help you every step of the way through this process. So again, regardless if you're on our relocation department or not, we will help you be able to save the transaction. So as you're going into the holidays and building your database and touching the people in your sphere, I want you as a memory jogger. So here's an exercise when hopefully you've written your Christmas cards already. But as a memory jogger exercise, I want you to start thinking or asking what company they work with. And then after the holidays, that's where we have the scripts and we help you basically with the right scripts and the right way to get your foot in the door. Which company do they work with? If it's Amazon or maybe a big hospital, and then it's asking, do they have a relocation department? Do they know who they use? A lot of companies only use relocation companies for their executives. Well, we're launching the first quarter of next year an affinity program. So you guys may have heard of different affinity programs out there. Homes for Heroes is probably one of the biggest ones. So we are launching for our department an affinity program to help with first responders and other like the Homes for Heroes, but also the ability for you to go into a small or large business, hospital, school, anything like that, and offer. It's basically a perks program, and that's something through our community that will be launching the first quarter of next year. So again, do your memory jogger exercise. I'm going to share this in the chat so you guys have the link with the class I taught and a bunch of resources as well. Okay. And what the memory jogger exercise is, if you aren't aware of that, it's basically who's your dentist, who is your favorite barista, things like that, your Christmas card list. But go the next step and ask them who they work for, because there is an amazing program that we're launching, and that's going to also give you the ability to be able to get a lot of potential opportunity. I want you to imagine what it would look like if it could be someone in your sphere, someone you go to church with. We actually have a large church body that reached out to us, and they want us to offer corporate relocation for the entire church body. And that came through because of Keller Williams. So start imagining, what would it look like for you if one relationship created hundreds of relationships? And that's something that we teach you to do. Now, this is just something I want you to look at later. It's basically, how do you get more referrals? And I have a step-by-step on how to get more referrals, in addition to an exercise that now during the time of the year, it's a great opportunity for you to start checking your profiles. Many of us don't realize that you have to refresh your profiles, update your solds, update your reviews, and this is going to give you a step-by-step. I also have in this folder a link of incredible referral companies. In this site, I always add new ones. So these are companies like HomeLight and Effective Agent, Agent Pronto, really amazing companies that you can go upload your solds, upload your reviews, and be able to potentially get some additional business. These are sites you pay a referral fee on. You are not paying upfront, but they're really great sites, and I've been working with them for a long time. And then we go into some other steps on how to grow reviews. Now, one thing that we have done in KW Relocation, as an added benefit, we have added 4 reverse bolds a year that we are paying for. Now, why in the world are we doing 4 reverse bolds in KW Relocation? Because when you do a corporate relocation and you are working with a client that say it's an Amazon hypothetical, being able to have 4 times a year that you touch base with them, or you have a contest, something fun, right? That gives them a chance to call in to win. And by doing that, they're on the phone and you can ask for a referral. They get entered into the drawing more. And we have a whole process around it. You touch them in a meaningful way before the reverse bold, and then you have them go to the reverse bold. So the one we're doing for the holidays currently, and everyone's stats are due by the end of the week. And so what we're doing is a $1,000 Amazon shopping spree. So we pay for the graphics, we pay for the marketing, and it gives you a step-by-step. Now, regardless if you join us or not, this is just a simple way for you also to be able to plug in to maybe do this in your own business. It gives you kind of the intake sheet, the scripts to ask, and things like that. So again, this is something that we're doing as an added benefit for being part of our KW Relo community. So in essence, it would save you $4,000 a year plus marketing because of the added benefit that we're doing with our community. Now, we are also giving, for those that participate in it as agents, and we're putting them in a randomizer and giving a free year for PropStream. I teach on PropStream quite a bit in my link tree, and I'll drop that in the chat. It has a free 30-day trial. So if you're looking to potentially grow your listing inventory in a TCPA compliant way, it shows the pre-foreclosures and probate and just a ton of amazing resources and divorce, bankruptcy, things like that. So it'll help you grow your listing inventory. Why I'm sharing that with you is when you go to my link tree, you may see it. I do have some webinars that I have uploaded there that will give you the fundamentals around it. Now, in my link tree, there's going to be an interview with an incredible leader. Her name is Leah McCann. So if you don't know who Leah McCann is, she is a team leader that is out of the Fort Myers Market Center. I highly recommend you watch her interview. It's only 8 minutes long, but that's going to be, in my mind, your case study. That's going to give you a leader, a team leader that has navigated COVID, Hurricane Ian, but prior to her stepping into that role, she actively worked with our relocation department and did relocation on a very high level. So she goes through the experience that she had. There's also a walkthrough on our member platform. We also have an incredible concierge platform that we have for you that will give you and all of our agents, and it'll give you, hold on, I'm going to just show you a few resources. Our goal is to provide so much value that you will be able, regardless if you get your first corporate relocation referral or not the first year, it's going to pay for itself. So a lot of us, we want to offer a high level of concierge service to our clients. So part of being in our community, this is something you can opt in for free. So it gives you the ability to add your client. It's free for them. It's no added cost or anything. They can set up their utility service through the site. They can also do things like transfer their mail, find out about school information. They can explore the community that they're in. They can DMV, moving checklists, schools, childcare, everything. But again, this is just an added benefit for being part of us that you guys can opt into. It's not a requirement. This is just something that we offer available to you, because right now in a changing market, being able to deliver a high level of service to your client, also for you to get some time back. I don't know about you, when I had to give my clients who the electric and the water and all the different companies, it takes a lot of time and effort. So again, this is something that we offer as a benefit for you guys to be able to do things like give these to your clients, add your clients in here where they can book all of their services. Like this immediately pinpoints the cable companies. I just moved, so my house is the one that's registered. So let me go ahead and dive into a little bit of the benefits of being with us. And I want you guys to download the resource that I shared with you, because that's going to give you a lot of stepping stones and things that you need to do to be able to grow your profile, grow your footprint, grow some referrals in the coming year. We are a lead generation community, so we're focused on helping you grow your lead funnels and grow your business. This is our hub. This is our member hub. And in our member hub, I'm going to just show you just a few quick. I found it's best, right, to be able to show you hands-on so you can see what we're doing and how we're doing it. So this is our certification schedule. Now, when you're working corporate relocation, getting certified through corporate relocation costs about $1,500 a year. It's an added benefit for you guys as being a member for our community that you are fully certified and it's fully compliant with all the companies that we work with. And this is required to be updated on a yearly basis. So in January, we're doing our Affinity program to certify you to be able to go out into your community, create those big relationships, corporate inventory, and military, because military is a massive relocation bucket as well. These are the ones that we've already had, but these are housed in our Kajabi that you can plug into. Relocation reports, home finding and destination, and there's also home marketing assistance. So again, this is our schedule. This is a yearly, because they are required to be updated. Now, a lot of you may be looking on how to be able to create revenue in a changing market and how to be able to create other streams of income. Now, relocation reports is very similar to a BPO, a broker price opinion. So we also give you, in case you or your staff want to plug into doing those to create additional revenue. I work with some agents that make 6 figures a year doing BPOs. And it will help you master also doing relocation reports, because they're very, very similar. So we give you the companies, the plan, and the path around how to do that. All right, I know I'm going fast, guys, but I just want to make sure to cover as much as I can. We also do have a full-time graphic designer. So if you're looking, and I don't know what benefits you guys have or don't have where you currently are, but this will help you leverage your marketing. So again, our full-time graphic designer every single day is posting, uploading graphics for you to upload into social media. You also can request custom designs, and we're doing these on a consistent daily basis for you to be able to plug into. There are a ton of incredible designs on command. These are branded with KW Relocation, as well as if you would like any personal branding, you would like hold on, I'm sorry. You would like to get business cards or flyers or anything like that. So we have a great 30, 60, 90. We have a marketing request form. That's what I was referring to, that you can request custom marketing from our graphic designer. Our training calendar. Now, our training calendar is super, super robust. So I just want to explain to you what that means. So many of you may lead super busy real estate businesses, and you may look at this training calendar and say, Christina, there's no way in the world I can plug into all this. It is all optional, and everything is uploaded into our Kajabi. So we drop a Facebook interview at the beginning of the month. We have a learning series. So this month, it's all about buyer consultation and training. We have a certification, and then we have a mastermind. Now, I myself, being a coach and a heart as a servant, I offer every Friday, and that's in the orange, I offer every Friday the ability for agents to plug in and just ask questions. So it could be 10 agents, it could be 100, and it's just an open mastermind, really no topic specific. But we truly are working to help the agents and help people in our community grow. What I just posted in the chat is the free training that I'm doing at the end of the month. Ideally, we are working to be able to help agents grow on the highest level to grow their business. In addition, we pay for CTE for you as an agent, whether it's an agent or a team. And we have an incredible app that is, the agents are being trained on it next month on how to be able to go to your local businesses, work with them to offer potentially a discount or some type of coupon where your clients will be able to grow their business via the app and the other things that we have available. So I'm going to take a quick pause. Is there any certain questions we have before I wrap it up?
That was incredible. So yeah, well deserve a sip from your coffee or whatever it is over there, Christina. That was incredible. Yeah, Janet.
Hi, and this might not be of interest to everybody else because it's very personal. I filled out the form for Relo, and I never heard anything back one way or another. So
okay, tell me your name, love, because it could have been maybe spam or KW or who the heck knows, but I will rectify it right away. What is your name?
Janet Darrow.
Okay, Janet, I will personally, hold on. Can I give you, do you have something to write with? Can I give you my cell? Actually, give me your cell number and I will personally look into it and get back to you right away.
243-5317.
On the chat, Christina.
All right, and I need an area code. Hold on, let me check. All right, Janet, I will personally look into this and I will get back to you right away. We had a little bit of a hiccup where things were going to people's spam, and we were calling from our personal number, not a KWRI number. So I am not sure what happened, but I will get back to you right away on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll text you my personal number as well when we get off. So thank you for saying something. We have a team of admin that we've hired. I'm neurotic about staying on top of everything. So okay, any other questions, guys, that anyone has? So ideally our link tree is going to have all of the details. And if you have any questions at all, please email me at christinagriffin@kw.com. And I'm going to also, if you would like to text me, I will give you my personal number. If you call me, you're going to get my gatekeepers, but feel free to text me and I will do my best to answer any questions that you guys have. We have a lot of exciting things that we're doing in the coming year, and really focused on a community that you can work together, grow together, and you can also thrive together. So that's really my personal mission, and to help with, I'd say Thrive 25, get all of you into capping or exceed status. Now we only take 5 agents per market center. So I will, the agents have to have 50,000 in GCI and have to be in the business for 2 years. That's the criteria. And the reason around that is because that's what KW requires. Janet, I do want to tell you, love, I just checked the applications. Yours is not showing up. So I'm going to personally have my assistant reach out to you. For some reason, it's not in the application. So I don't know if the Google form went crazy, but I'm going to have my assistant reach out to you right away.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And thanks for asking, because it might be
I have to say.
Alison, go.
Oh, I said I have to say I joined about 2 months ago past the relocation.
Oh, wait, you're muted, Alison. Alison, you're muted. 1 second. Kim, can you help to unmute Alison? All right, she'll get back to us. I guess you want to give her a shout out, Christina. I know. but it's all good. Allison, if you can hear us, you can jump back.
Wait, did you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yes. Hi.
I'm sorry. Did you hear me?
No,
No.
it
Can you
was
please repeat it
muted.
again, Allison?
Did you hear me?
Oh, no, Allison, can you please repeat yourself?
Okay, I'm muted.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Allison, we can hear you now if you want to repeat yourself. I think you're driving, so you're coming choppy, Allison. I'm sorry. All right, it's all
Okay.
good. It's all good.
Allison, if you can hear me, I just, hold on, I think it's probably the thing.
Yeah.
Guys, we just want to help you grow. We have learned everything the hard way. I want you to imagine starting a office or a team and 600 people joining within 60 days. So I will tell you, my heart is full. We do have 3 masterminds that will be open to all of you that go to Family Reunion. So if you can plug into those, they're lead generation based, because that's our goal, is to help you grow in a super high level. But we have leads, we have, don't join the community just because you have an expectant on leads. I want to preface that. I want you to go to the FAQ on my link tree, and I want you to understand our goal is to give you the tools, resources, and value that it pays for the membership, and we'll show you how to create a ton of business. Now, we are updating our profiles, every relocation company in the country. I cannot update, I'll give you an example, your area without having agents in your area. So they're not going to give us corporate relocation business in an area we don't have an agent. So things don't happen overnight. So I want you to imagine it's like we have a startup, but with hundreds of referrals happening every month. So it's going to take a little time, but we're focused on growth.
Christina,
I don't know if you heard me last time, but I love it. I joined 2 months ago. It has been, the classes have been amazing. I love, I get at least a couple of ideas out of every class, and I don't even have time to do all the classes. So it's well worth it. I really am very happy with this. It's a great program.
You thoroughly just made my entire week, and I kind of overdo the classes, right, Allison? I see, I've had people be like, I can't do everything. Is it required to do everything?
Oh, it's overwhelming. I mean, I write down the ideas and it's like, let me save those for later. I go through my notes later, but it's like, you're lucky when you take a class if you get one idea. With yours, I can't stop writing because I'm just like, oh yeah. And even if you've heard about it before, you've totally forgotten about it. And it's like, but there's at least a couple of ideas in every class that I've never even heard of. And I've been doing this 25 years. So it's like, I love this whole program. It's like the relocation aspect, that's free because you're getting so much out of the classes. It's like the classes are worth way more than you're paying.
I promise I didn't pay her, guys, to say that. You made my entire week. The coach in me does pour in. I've been told that the way I teach is people have a brain fog because you're not going to come to my class without actionable items to physically go and implement into your business. So ideally, that's our goal. So Allison, I would have you been to our forums yet on Friday? I don't think you.
I've been to one of them, but I just haven't had time. I got my certificate about, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago. And the same thing happened to me, Janet. It was going to my spam. So it's just a learning curve of watching out for it and putting it into your mailbox. But the Friday things are great. All of the classes are wonderful.
Thank you. You completely made my day. Christine, I see your post about.
Well, you're going to make my 2023 year. So thank you.
Girl, we got so much goodness planned. I'm so excited for the things to come. So again, thank you on every level. And Christine, feel free to reach out to me personally. I'm more than, we have a path to get you there. And I do a lot of free classes. I'd recommend the one I posted in the chat. that I shared the playbook on. But ideally, that is our goal, is to be part of like School is Cool and other things. And I have so many things to help. And then, you know, if you want to grow your listing inventory, my new Dominate Off Market class starts in the next 2 weeks as well. And you guys, I can, if say relocation is not something you're interested in, the discount code I just put in the chat gives you a 15% off discount for my MAPS class. And that will teach you how to grow massive listing inventory as well. So is there anything else you guys have questions? Because I literally just.
Yeah. No, that was amazing. Christina, last question for me is for us OPs, TLs, is there a way to see, at least in our area, you know, SoCal, which office, which agents subscribe, which office, so I know the capacity, and then make sure to go after our, you know, people to encourage them, etc.
100%. Would, if you can have your leadership reach out to me with just your exact office numbers, we will give you everything. We on January are physically, my goal is to speak to every OP and team leader before family reunion to introduce. We will, when we launch our Affinity 2, we're rolling it out to our agents first, but second quarter, our goal is to offer for offices as well, for agents that could plug into that don't qualify for relo. So yes, absolutely. We'll send everything to you. And I'd say for a supportive level is, guys, there's so much opportunity out there. We just have to plan for success, right? So that building powerful pipelines one, I will tell you, even if you're an experienced agent, Google your name and KW and the things that you'll see. It's important to that's going to set you up for success. So again, from the bottom of my heart, and again, Allison completely made my day. I am the community leader. I have 2 incredible partners, but they run our department. And we are just focused on your growth. We'll have a booth at Family Reunion, so please come by and say hello as well. And if you need anything, reach out to me personally. And thank you for having me back a second time. I really appreciate it.
With much pleasure, Christina. Thank you. And you see, like,
and my coach is Fritz. He's out of one of your office. Is he over there?
yeah,
Okay.
in Long Beach, we have 3 locations. So he's not here today. So otherwise he would run out and say, Christina.
Yeah, he's one of my coaches. I have three MAPS coaches, and I'll tell you, being a coach and having a coach, but you get a lot of coaching and things to help grow your business in our community.
That's awesome. Christina, thank you as always, super valuable. And we're going to share the links later on as well.
Okay.
With everybody. So
anyone that needs anything, feel free to reach out to me. Have an incredible holiday. And 2023 is going to be amazing. And we're going to help you dominate a shifting market.
Exactly. Thank you, Christina.
All right, bye.
Happy holidays. Thank you. Kim, if you can spotlight me. Thank you. So that was Christina. Was that valuable? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, one of the reasons is not just to, you know, keep drinking from the you know, Kool-Aid or the fire hose fountain of KW, because there's so much of everything, but it's really to provide you guys value and things you can do right away to get ROI. You heard, you know, Alison Van Wig sharing, she gets, you know, value right away from it, even just from the classes, right? So not to talk about that funnel. I spoke to one of the agents earlier, and you know, I said, like, just look into reload, we're gonna have a speaker, etc. And the agent asked, oh, should I just, you mean like switch my business to that? I'm like, no, you shouldn't switch your business, but you can add to your business for next year, because whatever you're doing right now, you have most likely less of it, just because of how things are. So that's amazing thing that you can use. And so look into that and see how you can invest in that for next year. This coming Thursday, 1 second, I cannot see the time. This coming Thursday, 10 a.m. We have also a monthly mastermind. We're going to have Amanda Dahl. She is the director of KW Wealth. It's a new division as well. With KW, and together with her, we're going to have Brandon Lauder and Lindsay from this office. Brandon is from the South Bay office, is also a TL in Colorado. They're agents, investors, etc. So they're gonna share more of that. Holly, do you know Amanda?
Yeah, so I know Amanda, I actually met her through Clubhouse back in COVID times. And yeah, from Clubhouse. And anyways, she ran a massive team, and she is an operations guru junkie. Like, trust me, you guys don't want to miss this. She's a wonderful speaker and has great ideas of how to run a massively successful team. So I'm excited to hear what she's sharing about this.
And the whole concept behind KW Wealth is to coach and teach agents how to, between how to leverage your own income to build wealth by investing, right, in syndications or flips or income properties, etc. Or besides your income, how just to become an investor, right? So this is again plug into amazing resource. I encourage you guys, whoever's watching us now, later, you guys here, make the time, the effort to subscribe to those resources, because it's available for us. People like us making the effort to build those communities for us, right? And when it comes to wealth and becoming an investor, you guys are the gatekeepers of real estate. So you should have at least, some of that stream of income, if not so for the future, right? So enough about that. Thursday, 10 a.m. Today was the first pickup of the Operations Warm, honoring our lovely Heraldine Gearhart. We collected about 100 coats just from Long Beach Coastal. So thank you guys for doing this. That was amazing. And South Bay, LA Harbor, I see you guys over there. I'm going to stop by tomorrow at your locations and pick up, and of course also Pacific Coast and Escrow. Thank you guys in all of our locations to do that as well. Make Heraldine smile wherever she is, and of course, that's going to help a lot of families and kids. So thank you guys. That was incredible. Family event, February. Christina and tons of other people are going to be there. Family event is usually the bigger event compared to Mega Camp. That's also where all the international countries are showing up, talking about Relo internationally, right? So you can expand that as well just by getting to know people. It's also happened to be not Gary's 40th birthday, but KW 40th birthday. So it's got to be a special event. What's the distance from here to Anaheim? No traffic, 30 minutes? Okay, 60 minutes in traffic, let's say. It's down the street. Down the street, really.
Sell it, baby. Sell it.
Yeah. Down the street. So if you're a Long Beach Coastal agent, come on. All right. So I'm going to see all of you over there. Definitely worth attending. So we're going to have a great celebration. So 50 barrel seller leads. What am I talking about? What I want to talk about the time that I have left is really just basic concepts. I had a whole full class in South Bay. I'm going to have another one, I think, next week in the LA Harbor office. I want to share some statistics with you, and for you to understand, in any type of market, how those guys, right, how they are making it under any condition, no matter what. So some statistics, okay? And I'm just diving right into it. This is basically statistics that was taken from our own database as a company, right? Nationwide command system, whatever KW is developing. I'm pretty sure, because when I saw this presentation the first time, there's no real way or reliable way to get some information for other companies or from other CRMs. The reason is that all other CRMs, other companies, do not own their own database. Okay, so it's very sporadic and maybe not as reliable. Okay, so what we're looking at over here is pretty much a statistics of a data bank or database, and it shows the level of success or income. Now, to remind you, this is nationwide, so maybe here in our area, the average gross commission income will sound like, that's kind of not a lot. So maybe triple that number if we were here in Southern California, okay? So the study showed, and that's fresh from like, a few weeks ago, that people or agents with 0 people in the database, and they're in our company, just over 33,000 agents in our company, their average commission is $14,000 annually. That's average commission, okay? People with database of 1 to 10 people, right, which is the majority of agents in our company, based on command statistics, which is 44,000 agents, are making about $23,000 gross commission income. All right, I'm gonna jump over. You got the concept, so I'm gonna jump over here to the 201. All right, and that's where the next slide, which will show the 201 club came from. But the agents that have 201 up to 1,000 agents, right, which is the bigger portion of pool of agents that besides the 0 to 10, that let's don't count those, basically that they have a valid CRM. So those agents averaging $120,000 GCI. Here, make it like 250 to even $500,000 easily, right? Think about, you have 1,201 to 1,000 valid contacts in a database, not just junk contacts, legit database, right? By the way, I mean, from people I'm talking to and recruit and coaching, people with a solid 500 in average are MREAs. They're making 1 million a year or more, not even 500, right? That work in that 20 a day on a regular basis. So 201 to 1,000, not only you are in the 201 plus club, but you on average making that much money, and that's over 30,000 agents in our company, right? Now, if you go to down the spectrum or the graph, you'll see that those who have the 5,000 plus contacts, which is very small portion of the company, just over 2,000 agents in KW, those making the big bucks. Now it says 350 GCI, but again, that's the MREA plus, right? And it's statistics, so it's if I had to guess, by the way, it's also a lot of the big teams fall under that. The big teams nationwide, they're making, I don't know, 5 to 15 million GCI in commissions. So this is just like like a sample of like per person if they have the average. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions about that? Raise your hand if you have 201 plus people in the database. Awesome, right? So that's where you should be. And again, do the math with the GCI, so it's going to be comparable to our area. Another interesting statistics is, we have about 175,000 agents in KW, and about 34,000 of them, right? Look back over here. If you take all those numbers over here, or the amount of people, it's about 34,000 people. The funny thing, if you do 175,000 agents, multiply that by 20%, 80-20 rule, you're going to get about 34,000. Right? 80-20 rule. Always works somehow. Physics. And it means that we have 34,000 cappers, or about 20% of our company are cappers. Make sense? So again, follow the math and follow statistics to make it success for you. I think Holly showed this graph, right? Stacy, yeah, in the team meeting, in the Holly's team meeting last time, just to a refresher, just to show you, it shows the units, right? Annual units of home sales. So we are over here, 6.1 million units last year. Projecting this year to finish with 4.9. Look at this massive drop, right? And if you compare that, you can see over there. If you can compare that, the graph or the movement, it's somewhat similar to go back to you see 04, 05, and look what's happening over here, right? And post-recession, 06, 07, see what happened over there. It's been 4 years-ish of somewhat flat before it spiked again slowly. Remember that? So now different scenario, different circumstances, different, possible outcome. But we do know that, the last 6 months, some different parts of the country will say the last 12 months been very, very slow. And we can see the numbers, right? And we do know that it's not going to change as much in the next at least 6 months, right? Price correction, whatever that's going to happen, place eventually, affordability, mixed with the rates. We'll see what's going to be later on. At the same time, doesn't mean that things will slow down in the sense of, you see this white line, the thick white line, you know what it is? Number of licensees. And again, look at this over here, like 04, 06, right? And then 08 kind of spiked down. Look where we are right now, 22, all-time high, historically. So it keeps people, let's get the license. We'll see what's going to happen next year, right? Unknown. I mean, if you recall in 2020, April, May, June, people said, oh, it's done, end of real estate, people are going to stop doing this, doing that. And you remember what happened since then, right? It was a super strong year and a half. Different times ahead. That's what you need to be more proactive and think what we can do. So having said that, I want to show you quickly a few things, and then making sure that I have the right screen. Hey Kim, can you see my command?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So this is KW command. Now, if you raise your hand if you're using any kind of CRM, okay. If you're still using pen and paper, different things, it's okay as well. You just have to remember, and you're systematic, you discipline, you follow up. It's great, it works for you. No worries about that. The only difference is that when you do use some kind of a CRM, right? And when I say CRM, by the way, it's not just like your Gmail address book or what have you, right? It's a system that can also interact with your database without you doing that every single time, right? So you need to have some kind of a CRM that will work for you when you're not available, or when you don't have to worry about it. Remembering if you have let's say 500,000 people in the database, I don't have to remember to send in something every single month or twice a month or what have you. System will do it for you, right? That's the main reason. That's how I look at CRM. It's like a virtual assistant, right? So look at my command. I'm going to go to contacts. That's the actual CRM of command. I just want to show you how to add a contact. And again, it can apply to any CRM that you use. There's a few things that command has that's very, very unique. So I'm going to add the contact. Very simple. As I just go here and maybe I might probably have all of you, most of you. Let's try. Yeah. Give your full name.
SENDI.
Say again.
SENDI. And then last name is.
Sen- Yeah, Mora. And using PC over here, and sending the best email.
Let's do, it's just Sendai at KW.
And that?
Yeah.
SENDI after that one? Cool. How did you get that one? Okay, and that's fine. I'm just gonna make a number. And an agent, right? And I'm gonna tags. That's super important. If you have a CRM and you have tags in your CRM, always use that, right? It's like going to the store, going to Ralph's, and there's no signs, and you're trying to ask someone, hey, where can I find the whatever cereal? Good luck with that. You know exactly which aisle, which section, etc. Right? So I'm gonna put over here, realtor and coastal, right? coastal. There we go. And I'm gonna go, let's add more information. You know what, before that, I'm just gonna go and do create. So okay, so when I go to Sandy right now, and that's one thing I think it's brilliant with command, and other CRMs might have it, I don't know. There's a health score. There's a health score. Okay, now it doesn't mean like Sandy is healthy, she's great, it's all good. It's about how healthy my contact is, or my ability to produce more with it, right? So if I'm gonna go back to my presentation, I'm gonna show you what health score means in command, right? Or how do you get to 100%? So 20% is the name, right? 20% is phone number, 20 is email address, 20% is a physical address. I'm gonna go back in a second, I'm gonna show it to you. The rest of the percentages is social media profile or profiles. I can add like Instagram link, Facebook link, etc. Tags, which I used, lead source, which I used, birthday, and work information. That's how I get to 100% score, right? So if I'm gonna go back to my command, and let's say I wanna add more information over here. So now she's on 68%, or as a health score for my lead or for my contact. I'm going to add, you know, I don't know if you're going to just, okay, that's fine, like that. Just making something up. And Mary Lynch, and I'm going to, day and month.
June 24th.
Oops, June 24th. Okay, and save. Okay, she went to 80%. Oh, one thing that I didn't do, which is the most important thing, and that's my favorite thing, and moving forward, you're gonna get that from me twice a month. You're welcome. Is neighborhoods. Okay, so if I know where she lives or where she want to buy, etc., I'm going to add this little magic thing. So I like to use the map. Excuse me. And I'm gonna just use this office area over here. Okay, and I'm gonna zoom in, and KW is using next door engine. So it's not just like a city or a zip code, it's by specific well-defined areas. So it's like 100 times more efficient if you're working with someone who's looking for a specific area, right? Because, you know, Belmont Shore, for example, you have three or four different areas in Belmont Shore, if you didn't know that. So there's the park, Naples, Belmont Shore, and the ocean side, right? I think that's it for Belmont Shore. So, and yeah, that's Heights. So let's say that, you know, she's looking to buy in that specific area, right? So I'm gonna choose those specific areas, save it, and now I also have a specific area. So if I'm gonna go right now to her health score, if I'm going to refresh it, should be 100% basically, right? Now I didn't finish over there talking about virtual assistant. Someone's going to work for you, do things for you on a regular basis. In command, we have what you call drip campaigns, right? They call it smart plans. So I'm going to go, click on smart plans, and if you're not sure, how to set those up, because you have to pick in advance what you want to do, you're going to go to again the drop over here, and you're going to go to smart plans, and on the top right you have library, and that's you have available for you hundreds of campaigns. Some whatever is featured is a mix of KW produced or agents in the world or nationwide that produce things and are sharing this, and you have KW campaigns which are all by the book, MREA, Shift, etc. Awesome things. And the bottom over here, the top rated that again have been shared by KW agents nationwide. And then you can choose whatever you want. So for example, if you went to you want to see what a monthly call plan looks like, you can see, view the steps and see that, phone call, 30 days delay, and again, right? And it's not going to call for you, but it's going to remind you because you have, again, to work with, that's your assistant telling you what to do on a daily basis, pretty much, right? 6 months, just looking, nurture, 7 steps, right? Some link is being sent, delay 20 days, text message being sent, which you can actually link. If not, reminder, send a text, right? And then delay, and then HTML email being sent on your behalf, as an example. So if I'm going to go back to Sandy's, okay, so I'm going to go to Smart Plans, and I'm going to add a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to send you my Happy Hanukkah. Okay, there we go. Which you're going to get it sometime soon. And I'm going to add, or different holidays, right? And I'm going to add her a birthday. And I can just double check to see what, so it's going to give me 4 days, a reminder before your birthday, and then call on your birthday, and then a text, right? Just FYI, so I'm going to add that because I got your birthday, and the last thing, my favorite thing, confirm. You can also postpone that if you want to, for whatever reason, depends on the plan. And my favorite thing is the neighborhood nurture. So I know where she's looking to buy, right, or sell, etc. So I'm gonna go and I do the bi-weekly neighborhood. Okay, and I'll do it, start right away. It's twice a month. By the way, you can modify those plans, so you can do it like once a week or every few days. Depends on the urgency, right? Do you mind to look at your email while we're kind of chatting a few more seconds and see if you got something from me? Maybe in a few seconds. And I thought, let me just refresh that. I thought that she's going to be 100% because I'm in the neighborhood.
You're missing the social. Social's 4%. Is that how short you are? 4%?
No, 20%. I thought that I
I
had
think you're
that.
missing the address, the person's address.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Yeah. I just wanted to just to make sure that
Yeah, I got it.
okay. So if you don't mind, Sandy, just go inside, look at something, whatever you, and don't tell us. We're gonna do some magic tricks.
Many, I also have him drop in the chat an image based on the health score that we created a while back, and so that's in the Zoom chat as well.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just gonna add over here an address. And sorry, I got confused the address to the drip. So I'm just gonna use whatever address of the office. Save. Let's see if she is on 100%. Yes.
Yay.
Super healthy contact right here. So now while we're doing this, look what's happening on the right, because that's a tracker. So I see that Sandy, I got my email and she's looking at Naples, right? I'm going to refresh this for a second. And she's looking specifically, or she was looking specifically at, go in and look at one specific property if you don't mind, but you can see exactly what she's looking at, right? So if the person subscribed to an area and you guys can check in and you're systematic, you check in your database every day and the follow-ups, etc., you can see exactly the trend. You see what they're looking at, right? Properly, and reach out because that's part of the follow-up and make those conversations, right? So here she's looking at 58 River Alto Canal, right? So I can take a look at this specific listing and see exactly what she's looking at, etc., etc. So far, is that helpful as a drip campaign, as a system? Right. So that's fine. So last thing, let's do quick math. Lenders in the room? Calculator? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So 20 times 5 times So it's 20 contacts a day times 5 days times 52 weeks. What do you get? 5,200. Let's go with 5,000. Okay, or divide by half if you wish so. 2,500, meaning you touch your people twice a year on. You can do it, by the way, divide by 4. So 52 divided by 4, what do you get? 13. Okay, so it's just above the average of the 201 club to 1,000-ish. So to my point is, touch your contacts 4 times a day, 4 times a year, systematically. If you are 20 people a day, 5 days a week, it takes like, between 90 minutes to 2 hours. You're gonna be on the top tier. Now, when I said 50 leads in 50, it's total BS. It's maybe 500. Because if you're a guy or girl that shows up every day and you religiously 20 a day, 5 days a week, you are an MREA. There's no way for you to avoid this. Unless you have a really, really junky database, right? Or you call the same people and you have 10 people, right? So I'm showing you this because I want you guys to leverage technology. You choose command, great, you're paying for it, it's part of what you're getting from KW, utilize it. Or use whatever you want to use, but utilize it. And make sure the system works for you and make the best out of it. Another reason I'm showing this to you because you see how simple it is to do. Very simple. If you need help, support, ask to help you to migrate, import, export databases or what have you. Let us know we have the resources. It's part of what you're getting from us. Because guys, we want to see all of you crushing it in the next 12 months. The market is already changed. You're going to see less agents doing business. You're going to see more agents doing other things. That's where you need to step in and do more of that. Make sense?
Yes.
Any questions? Kim, thanks for sharing.
No questions in the chat.
Okay. So if you're in Long Beach today, we have some Jewish donuts for Hanukkah for you at the back. And with that, Kim, what? Oh, sorry.
Don't play the video.
No, don't play the
She
video?
had to leave.
Okay.
We'll play it.
Not a problem. So, okay, next thing you have to, Meny, play the video. Kim, stop recording.